Okay, right.
Karthik, we are ready.
Hello, Chairman.
Hello, namaste, namaste. Yeah,
Namaste, Chairman.
namaste. I think 3:30 we have to start, Karthik.
Yeah. So we are ready, Chairman.
Yeah. Okay, you can start now.
Yeah. So
You started recording?
yeah, it is recording.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So good afternoon, dear members, and a warm welcome to the 30th Annual General Meeting of EQUIPPP Social Impact Technologies Limited. I'm Karthik V. Potharaju, Company Secretary of the company and also the coordinator for the meeting. As per the Articles of Association of the company, the Chairman of the Board shall prevail as the Chairman of the General Meeting. Dr. Narendra Mayapadi is the Chairman of the Board. I therefore request Dr. Narendra Mayapadi to chair the 30th Annual General Meeting and kindly address the members. Chairman.
Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon and welcome to all the respected and valued shareholders and directors. And I am Dr. M. Narendra Mayapadi, and I am the independent director of this company and also chairing as a chairman of the board. And now I request, and as we have a sufficient quorum for the meeting, accordingly the meeting is properly constituted and I call this meeting to order. I request the other board of directors, as I call their name, to introduce themselves to this annual general body meeting. Now I call Mr. Mahesh Ramachandran. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Mahesh Ramachandran. I am the managing director of the company. I am actually joining from Chennai on this call through Zoom.
Yeah. Dr. Mohan Kaul. Unmute, sir. Unmute. Please enable unmute. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
This is Mohan Kaul. I'm the director of the company and I'm speaking from London, my office in London. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Trichy V. Krishnan.
Hi, this is Krishnan. I am actually attending this meeting from Trichy. I am a member, non-executive board member of this company. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Ramurthy Suresh. Ramamurthy, I think, is coming later. Yeah. Rajanik, yeah, is there? Yeah, please, Ramurthy.
Hello.
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, I am Suresh Ramamurthy, Independent Director, Chairman of Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and member of Audit Committee and Stakeholders Relationship Committee. I am joining this AGM from my office in Chennai. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Rajinikanth Ivatturi.
Good evening. My name is, I am Rajinikanth Ivatturi. I am an independent director and also a member of Audit Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and Stakeholders Relationship Committee. And I'm joining this meeting from Hyderabad from my residence.
Okay. Mrs. Alakia Bora.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alekhya Bura, Independent Director and member of Audit Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and Stakeholders Relationship Committee. I'm joining this meeting from my residence in Delhi.
Yeah. Mrs. Vindhya Dronam Raju.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Vindhya Dronam Raju, full-time director of the company, and I'm joining this meeting from Hyderabad, my residence. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Srinivas Chari Kalmanur. Karthik.
Hello, everyone. This is Srinivasa Acharya Kalmanur.
Yeah. Welcome. Yeah.
Executive Director of the company. I'm from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Mr. Sri Prasad Ankem.
Namaste, everyone. My name is Ankem Sri Prasad Mohan. I'm the CFO of the company, joining from the registered office of the company in Hyderabad.
Yeah. I thank all the board of directors, key management personnel, and others for joining this meeting. We also have Mr. Lakshmi Narayan, representative of our major promoter entity, EQUIPPP Capital Private Limited, and Mr. Bhupal from Navanita and Associates, Statutory Auditors, and Mr. Balram Krishna Desina, Secretarial Auditor, joining the meeting from Hyderabad. Achha. So good afternoon, all of you, and also season's greetings and good wishes for a happy and prosperous new year, which is just a day ahead. And I'm honored to speak with you today on behalf of the board of directors and the promoters of EQUIPPP Social Impact Technologies Limited. All of you are aware that the ESG, that is environment, social and governance, and also the relative aspect of climate change, sustainable development goals, and sustainability, diversity, equity, inclusion are all the subjects which are catching up. And India is also a signatory to the climate accord. And accordingly, the SEBI also has asked for around 1,000 companies, listed companies, to be in line with the ESG and also have the business responsibility report on an annual basis. So this space is catching up, and our company, that is our EQUIPPP Social Impact Technologies, wishes to work on the social aspect of this ESG and to ensure that there is a ground level impact created by the such projects taken by the corporates or NGOs or any institution, so that the real benefits are derived by the beneficiary for whom it is meant. So in view of that, then there is a definitely need for digitalization and technology, and of course the skill also. ESG per se requires a lot of skilled people, and companies are also definitely taking a lot of such people towards the creating that skilled people. Even in the MSME also there is a necessity to be compliant with the ESG, because unless they are compliant, the suppliers, the corporate cannot. So there is an entire ecosystem. There is a good opportunity, and all of you are aware that our honorable finance minister in the last year budget has introduced the concept of social exchange, and there have been already steps taken by the regulator to implement that, and our company also sees there is a potential for working on that space too. And accordingly, a few of the steps have already been taken. The intellectual property rights in terms of around 4 or 5 products almost ready, and now it is ready for I think commercial launching. And we see that by working on this space, we serve the twin purpose. One is, it is a very important that the real social impact, even whether government, private, public, or any NGO or anybody or corporate who are doing, that should have a real impact, because that is the primary purpose of that. The second is, of course, as any other company, we need to focus on revenue stream, and we must also focus on top line. And I'm sure as the plans are there with the company, they will be taking necessary what you call steps for implementing. And we do see that there is a bright future in terms of shareholder value creation by this company. With this brief introduction, and once again wishing all of you all the best, I ask the further proceedings to be taken in this AGM meeting. Yeah.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you for your speech. I now request the Managing Director, Shri Mahesh Ramachandran ji, to speak briefly about the company.
Thank you, Karthik ji. Thank you, Chairman Mr. Narendra Mayerpadi. Dear valued shareholders, good afternoon. Season's greetings. The year 2020 has been at best one of the learnings from different fronts, including compliance. We have now completed due diligence and hired one of the big four consulting firms to advise on the strategy. While we have made progress on some of our goals, many of our ambitious plans are still a work in progress. This is due in part to the fact that compliance has consumed much of our time and energy. However, we have learned valuable lessons from this experience that will serve us well in the coming years. Looking forward to a rewarding year ahead. Wishing you all a very happy and prosperous 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Dear members, now let us witness a small corporate presentation from our end.
There's no sound.
I think Karthik, you need to start it from the beginning. There's volume. There's no volume.
1 second. I'll just check.
Yeah.
Looks like there is small technical glitch.
Yeah, if it is okay, man, Karthik, because we can understand that. As the volume would have been better, but next time better. But you know, you present that because if you are unable to get it done, if you don't have the, but we are a technology company, we have to get it properly done.
1 minute, sir. I'll just try once again.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have a backup team there.
Yeah. We have, sir. We have. I'll just give me a.
India is currently as well. India is currently the 5th largest economy in the world and is gradually addressing public needs and social challenges as well. Governments are addressing these social challenges with various ways and means, and one of such landmark initiatives is the announcement of social stock exchange. Moreover, there has been a significant increase in CSR obligated spending, and estimates by reputed think tanks predicted to reach rupees 25,000 crores annually soon. Furthermore, there have been multiple public-private partnerships in past aiding in development of the nation, not just on a large scale such as airports and ring roads, but on a micro level as well. For example, the government of Telangana collaborated with individuals and CSR agencies to rejuvenate lakes under the flagship initiative of Mission Kakatiya. HNIs and NRIs are working with governments by adopting villages and contributing to the existing development efforts of the governments. The story of Cochin International Airport, where nearly 10,000 NRIs invested, demonstrates a successful model of cross-sector collaboration. These are some successful models of public-private partnerships and cross-sector collaborations. As the name suggests, EQUIPPP, which is Expression of Equity Interest in Public-Private Partnerships, is a dynamic collaborative platform that vitalizes crowd participation in public-private projects and connects corporates, citizens, domain experts, NGOs and philanthropists with the governments to initiate and participate together in socially relevant projects. As a technology company, we offer this platform as a service and enterprise solutions, and we have several other IPs for the social impact ecosystem. One of our IPs has evolved into a full-fledged product, EQUIPPP Insights Exchange, a marketplace for insights and impact assessments of social projects. A presentation about it follows.
So, dear members, this is the first corporate presentation. There is also one more corporate presentation. I request you to kindly wait for a few more minutes. So I'll be playing the next corporate presentation. Thank you for your patience.
India is one of the fastest growing economies. However, there are a lot of needs that are unaddressed. Massive investments are now flowing in for the holistic social economic development of India. Governments are continuously investing in the social sector for development and welfare at large. Public philanthropy is growing at a rapid pace as well, and CSR foundations, NGOs and NPOs are increasingly investing in the social sector. NRIs and HNIs are also pumping investments to see their home country improve. Therefore, the need to effectively assess the impact of these investments in the social sector is now more than ever before. While we all know the significance of impact assessment, why should it be such a hassle? Can impact assessment happen with one click? At EQUIPPP Insights Exchange, we enable you to make a difference and assess the impact through a network of impact auditors, N-mile connection and AI/ML enabled insights with a single click. The EQUIPPP Insight Exchange is a simple yet powerful marketplace for your impact assessment reports, where you can connect with the impact auditors and N-mile resources for insights. Insights can be gained through digital media, CAPI, CATI, CAWI and social tech professionals from the N-mile for your projects. With our attentive customer success team by your side, you'll never have to worry about problems occurring during an assessment. For simple, transparent and effective solutions, get in touch with EQUIPPP IX today.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being patient. So members, now let us move to the AGM proceedings. Before going into the AGM proceedings, I would like to read out about the arrangements made in the AGM. This meeting is being held through video conferencing in accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, applicable provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the SEBI listing regulations. The company has enabled members to participate at the 30th annual general meeting through video conferencing facility. The proceedings of this meeting are webcasted live for all the shareholders as per the details provided in the notice of the annual general meeting. The proceedings of these meetings are being recorded for the compliance purposes. In accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act 2013 and the SEBI listing regulations, the members have been provided with the facility to exercise their vote by electronic means, both through remote e-voting facility and e-voting at the annual general meeting. The remote e-voting facility was made available to all the members holding shares as on cutoff date, which is 23rd December 2022. During the period commencing from 10 a.m. on Tuesday to December 20 till 27th December 2022 till 5 p.m. IST. Remote e-voting was blocked on 29th December 2022 at 5:01 p.m. IST. Members joining the meeting through video conferencing facility and who have not yet cast their votes by means of the remote e-voting facility may vote through InstaPoll e-voting facility provided at this annual general meeting. The InstaPoll facility will remain active till 15 minutes after the meeting. The members who have cast their votes by remote e-voting prior to the meeting are not entitled to cast their votes once again. The Board of Directors have appointed Mr. Balram Krishna Desina as the scrutinizer for this meeting. Based on the report of the scrutinizer, the combined result of the remote e-voting and InstaPoll e-voting done at the meeting today will be announced and displayed on the website of the company and will also be submitted to the stock exchanges as per the requirements under SEBI regulations. The notice of the 30th annual general meeting and the annual report containing the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st March 2022, board's report and auditor's report have been sent by electronic mode to those members whose email addresses are registered with the company or with our repositories. Also, these documents are made available on the company's website. Considering the above, the notice is being taken as read. In terms of the notice of 30th annual general meeting, the following items of the ordinary business are to be considered at this meeting. First agenda item, to consider and adopt the director's report and the audited financial statements of the company for the financial year ended 31st March 2022 and the auditor's report thereon. Agenda item number 2, appointment of Messrs. Anjaneyulu & Co. Chartered Accountants, Hyderabad as the statutory auditors of the company. Agenda item number 3, to appoint a director in place of Mr. Srinivasachari Kalmanur, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for reappointment. The following items of special business are to be considered at this meeting. Payment of remuneration to Mr. Srinivasachari Kalmanur, being the executive director of the company. And the last agenda item, that is the 5th agenda item, ratification or approval of related party transactions. Now, with the permission of the chairman, we are happy to take any questions with respect to the above agenda items. However, before we commence the session, I would like to read out the guidelines for question and answer session so that we can do the whole process of Q&A in a smooth manner. The question and answer session will be anchored by me, and I will call the pre-registered shareholders to come online one by one. I shall invite the pre-registered shareholders, and after getting all the questions from the registered shareholders, the management or the concerned person will answer the questions. Members are requested to ensure proper internet connectivity. If it is observed that there is any kind of disturbance from the speaker, we will ask the next speaker to join. Members are requested to unmute their microphone before speaking and enable webcam if they wish to appear on the video. If they face any difficulty in accessing the webcam, the members are requested to use audio mode only. Members are also requested to mention their name and introduce themselves before raising the question. Members are requested to restrict their questions to 1 minute so that all speakers will get an opportunity to share their views. It may be noted that company reserves the right to limit the number of shareholders asking the questions depending upon the availability of time for the AGM. Now, with the permission of the chairman, I'm now commencing the question and answer session. The first shareholder we have today is Mr. Ayanampudi Vaishnavi Arun. Now I request Mr. Arun to present his question. Mr. Arun?
Hi, Karthik. Am I audible?
Yes, Mr.
So my question to Mr. Managing Director. So my question is, most of the websites are showing this company business objective as agri-commodity trading business, and I have went through your AGM report, and it says it is ITES company. Can you clarify on that, please?
Mr. Arun, thank you. I think I'm not sure which website you are looking at. So if you could actually kindly go to Equip instead of Proseed, you would actually find the updated one. So I encourage you to go to equip.in, which is EQUIPPP.in. And there are information about the current business objectives and the solutions and sectors and products on that.
Yeah, okay. I'll just have a look at it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, shareholders, one small request. This request for everyone. Once we conclude we take the questions from all the shareholders, then we can present our answers. So I just want to set the context. So the next question, the next shareholder we have is Mr. Nanimela Venkata Vamsi. So, Mr. Vamsi, I request you to present your question.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Mr. Vamsi, you are audible.
So since there is an announcement on Social Stock Exchange, I just wanted to know how EQUIPPP is going to position itself around Social Stock Exchange.
Thank you, Mr. Vamsi. So the third shareholder we have is Ms. Dharmala Devi Priyanka, and I request Ms. Priyanka to present her question.
Ms. Priyanka is not attending the meeting.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll move to the next shareholder. Fourth shareholder we have is Mrs. Sonal Jain, and I request Ms. Sonal Jain to present the question.
Yeah, hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible, Mr. Jain.
Yeah, good afternoon to all the members of the board of EQUIPPP Limited. So I congratulate the management for conducting the AGM at least by the year end. So few of my questions are, so what is the employee strength of our company, and how many branches is our company having across the India? So one more thing is intellectual property rights. So how many, as in the speech you have mentioned that there are 4 to 5 and you have started implementing 2 of them. So I would like to know some brief about this thing. And one more thing, recently 2 days back, I think you have tied up with some trust. So what would be the size of that deal? That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jain. So the next shareholder we have is Mr. Rutala Akil. So I now request Mr. Akil to present your question.
Hello, Karthik, am I audible?
Yeah, Mr. Akil, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, EQUIPPP team, and thanks for giving me the opportunity. So my question is, in the last year report, there was mention about investing with a limit of 75 crores. Is there any progress in that direction? And did you identify any companies or any deals in this pipeline? So that's it from my side.
Thank you, Mr. Akil.
So thank you. Thank you.
The next shareholder we have is Mr. Vikash Agarwal. So now I request Mr. Vikash Agarwal to present your question.
Am I audible?
Yes, Mr. Vikash Agarwal, you are audible.
Yeah. My wishes to all the directors and management of EQUIPPP. And I have my question in 2 parts. One is related to the compliance and another is related to the future business of EQUIPPP. So I'll first ask about the compliance, as we have read in annual report and again reiterated in the meeting today that 1 year has been passed in the compliance. But as if I see the compliance requirement, still 1 year of the shareholder has been invested in the company. Compliance requirement of the public shareholding is still not yet met. And I have read the NCLT extension for 3 months has been taken. So is it, can we expect by the March, the requirement of the shareholders, public shareholders will be met and the steps have been taken in this regard? And my second question would be related to the revenue part. What we have read in the annual report as a statement from Mr. Mahesh, it is a reiteration of the last year that we could not achieve what we expected to do. As 1 year has already been passed and another year is going to start post this AGM. So I wanted to know, is there some light on tunnel that you can give us some kind of guidance, what kind of revenue that we as a shareholder we can expect, as the company is commanding a market cap around 400 crores right now. And we have lot heard many a times about social exchange, ESG, and other partnerships. So what we can expect as a shareholder that company is going to achieve this kind of top line, bottom line? Is there a business plan? We are actually clueless. So I wanted to know something about that as well. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. So the next shareholder we have is Mr. Ramesh Mangaluri. So I now request Mr. Ramesh to present your question.
Mr. Ramesh, please unmute yourself and speak.
Mr. Ramesh, I request you to unmute yourself. Your voice is not audible.
You proceed with the next person.
Yeah,
Later
we'll go ahead with the next shareholder. So the next shareholder we have is Mr. Krishna Reddy Padigapati. So now I request Mr. Krishna to present your question.
Yeah, very good afternoon. This is Krishna. I have a question to the directors. One of the recent announcements mentioned by the directors in NCLT for extension of meeting MPS. What it exactly means?
So thank you.
And one more thing, when the company is expected to get its transited revenue?
Okay, Krishna. Thank you for your question. So now,
Ramesh Mangaluri is possible now?
Yeah, we'll ask once again. Mr. Ramesh Mangaluri.
Mr. Ramesh, please unmute yourself and speak.
Okay, so not a problem. So any unresolved queries will be addressed during the email. So now, shareholders, I thank you for your questions. I now request the management to take over. So I would request the CFO, sir, to brief about, to answer some of the shareholders' questions.
Thank you, Karthik, and thank you, shareholders. Am I audible, Karthik?
Yes, sir. You're audible. Please go ahead.
Okay. So I have noted down the questions, and the first question that I'm just trying to, I don't have any specific sequence, but I have noted down the questions. So there is a question, and I'm just repeating just in case if it is incorrect, please help correct me. So one of the question is about EQUIPPP and Social Stock Exchange and how are they connected? So This is the first question that I'm trying to answer. So EQUIPPP is a social tech company. So it is a technology company in the social tech space. And we have platform technologies. So that predominantly focuses on cross-sector collaboration and facilitate projects in public-private partnerships. So if my understanding is right, the social stock exchange also, so the basic premise of social stock exchange is also working on the cross-sector collaborations and facilitate the NGOs, CSRs, foundations to facilitate these companies raising funds, both for public-private participations, PPP projects, as well as other initiatives. So since we see a huge opportunity there, we have decided we will partner and try and work in the social stock exchange side itself. So the second question, I think there is a question. We will, one of the questions that was asked was, I think in one of the recent announcement, I think this is a question that is being asked by Mr. Krishna Reddy, that one of the recent announcement mentions that you have approached NCLT for extension of MPS. What exactly it is? I think this is a question that I would like to request the director of the promoter group EQS Capital, Mr. Lakshmi Narayana Garu, to try and address this question. Sir, you'll have to just give me a few minutes, and once I finish the other questions, I will request your response to this question, sir. The third question is, I think, the third question is with respect to a question that was asked by Mr. Akhil. In the last year's report, there was a mention about investing a limit of about 75 crores. I think there was an approval that was taken from the shareholders, and you wanted to understand if there is a progress in this direction and if there is any companies that have been identified in the pipeline. So as you are aware, I think, and our managing director and chairman, sir, has mentioned that the company has been trying to address a lot of compliance challenges over the year. And we have been engrossed to a great extent on these compliance challenges. So we have not progressed significantly in this direction. However, there are a couple of deals that have been identified, and it would be a little premature for us to comment on that. So at an appropriate time, I think with the permission of the board, we will communicate it to the shareholders. So the next question was one Mr. Sonal Jay. Mr. Sonal Jay had asked about the employee strength, branches across India, and also about the size of a deal with a trust. So as far as the employee strength is concerned, we are about, it's a very small team. We are currently, I would consider this team to be a kind of a startup team. So we are about 10 full-time employees. If I can just categorize, we have IIT alumnus with us, a couple of them. We have graduates who have completed, including me, from Indian School of Business. I'm an ISB alumnus. And in addition to these 10 professionals, so we have an arrangement with one of the group companies, pre-IPO Design and Tech. So where they are providing the back-end support, and a significant number of employees are supporting us from this company. So as regards the number of branches across India, currently we are operating out of one state. That is the state of Telangana. We have only one branch. I would, if I can say, there is this corporate office which is in Western Pearl building in Kondapur, Hyderabad. And there is a corporate office in VHub, which is which is one of the government enterprises that has been set up by the state government of Telangana, specifically supporting women entrepreneurs. And we have two of our board members who are predominantly driving the initiatives of the business. As regards the size of the deal with regarding to a trust, the way you will have to look at it is, as I was mentioning, our revenue model predominantly currently is a freemium model. So we provide our technology offerings free to some of these NGOs, trusts for about 6 months to 1 year. Initially, the first year free. Let them have a feel and comfort themselves about our technology platform. And from the second year onwards, these services are chargeable. So I would not be in a position to comment about the size of the deal at this point of time because it will be too premature. And as I mentioned, the model that we are currently adopting is the freemium model. So the first year, these services are being provided free to the trusts, NGOs, CSR foundations, member of parliaments, etc. So as regards Mr. Vikas Agarwal's question, I think you were asking about the revenue guidance. I think, as I mentioned, that I'm considering the company to be at a startup stage. I would want to generate revenues at the earliest. But as you are also aware, and you also did mention about the MPS compliance, etc. So we have been having these challenges of corporate governance, and we are trying to address this MPS issue and other corporate governance issues, etc. So once all of these issues are addressed, okay, and I believe Lakshmi Narayan ji from the promoter group and AQS Capital director, he will be answering the question on the MPS piece. So once the funds are raised, we are, you have also asked about, does the company have plans? Yes, the company has plans for the growth. So it will be a little too premature for us to say something, but I would like to only mention that we have good plans. Once the funds are raised, we will be able to give you some guidance at an appropriate period of time. If my understanding is right, I think I have covered all of the questions, Mr. Karthik. So over to you.
So there is one.
I believe I had requested. Sorry, Mr. Karthik. I believe I had requested Lakshmi Narayan ji, the director from EQS Capital Promoter Group, to comment about the NCLT extension and MPS, sir.
Namaste to everyone. So as per earlier NCLT orders resolution plan of this company, we were supposed to meet the minimum public shareholding in 18 months time. That is December 5th. We tried our best to reach that MPS during that such time. Due to some of the challenges with the complaints, this company has reached out to the capital structure and the 10 crores capital and net worth. There is a corporate governance is applicable. Though our managing director and the rest of the team, when they joined in this company in earlier AGM, they categorically mentioned without applicability of the corporate governance, they wanted to have this company with absolute corporate governance should be maintained. So for which they further, though it has come clean from as a NCLT, they hired the existing third party like a peer auditor to evaluate the entire process and both secretarial, legal, compliance and all that financial due diligence they done. So even such, some of the corporate governance is applicable in this company due to some of the, though NCLT order was there, we had some challenges like PAN of the earlier name has to be rechanged because the KYCs for the earlier promoters and direct management companies. So TAN, GST, All these things are very, very small to be appealed, but it took a lot of time to conclude and make them. GST is the one of the minimum requirement to start generating business or showing some operations, opening bank accounts, and all these things were there. So it took some time. So the same thing we have brought it to NSE, SEBI, and through NCLT. Honorable NCLT has gracefully agreed and we gave the order. However, we are pursuing the minimum public shareholding criteria. One more thing I want to do, we'll complete at the earliest. So the social stock exchange is a close match to our EQUIPPP portal ideology. So our business model has mentioned in the annual general body, the annual report in the 5th page, I believe. The revenue business verticals also mentioned categorically. Someone has asked. So last 2 quarters, the small revenue has started. People who are believing the enterprise solutions, they are trying. But as our CFO mentioned, we are trying to reach out to non-profit organizations. So they are our primary prospective customers. We are giving them a freemium model, giving all the features. Thereby, we are getting their feedback and trying to provide all the related features, whatever is required. So spending a lot of time on matured product is available now. So we are hopeful 2023 is going to give us a good breakthrough with regard to the revenue. And one of our executives, 2 of our executives are conducted on there without participating either a promoter or any management or board directors. So they conducted a dialogue on CSR and social capital of India multiple times. Very prominent. It is also mentioned in our AGM report. A prominent bureaucrats and prominent people who have been working in this space have participated and validated and confirmed that what this company and aim to and what is it servicing. So with this, we think we will be able to meet some of the revenue and business. So that is one. It is not a not-for-profit organization. People are, many of them, whenever we are going and approaching social impact gains, people are thinking it's a non-profit organization. It is a non-profit. It is not a non-profit organization. For profit, we are trying to give the enterprise solutions and platform as service to non-profit governments, local bodies. So it takes some. It will definitely take some time. We haven't made any. We have made an application to SEBI and NSE that we would like to raise some capital in the system instead of doing the minimum public MPS. So, but we haven't received any information as such, but we will be complying with all the complaints at the earliest possible time. And I think I have addressed everything. One more query which people are addressed, our MD Garu mentioned. The name is applicable some of the public portals where they are taking the feed, like Money Control. They are only representing BSE and the trade, even on the NSE main portal also. It is showing the business objectives, trading, and other related, the older version. We represented to NSE, BSE, everyone that the order is categorically mentioned. Our business objectives are also changed in the MCA, but I think it takes some time. The public portals, the other domain portals who are taking the feed from NSE, BSE, also carrying the same things. But our company is into IT-enabled services, tech space. So exclusively working with the non-profit organizations like CSR foundations. We presented our plan to Social Stock Exchange, which is going to be reality soon. So we feel that there is an opportunity for us who are prominent stakeholders wanted to associate with making use of the platform of Social Stock Exchange. We think we could be able to help them to reach their goals. And one of the important product which we have launched during this particular stage is impact assessment is a mandatory in this country now for CSR and other obligated area where people are spending. We came out with very good solution, and many of the auditors and people who are already using So, and another one is the PPP, public and private projects, which we are pitching it to all the required prominent governments and some of the local bodies, where we will see this traction down the line. Hope this addresses any query, all the queries. Karthik, am I good?
Yes, sir. You're good.
Thank you,
My
sir.
request. Yeah, thank you very much.
And
sir.
my co-promoter also mentioned some of the queries texted me and mailed me and all these things. But the same thing, you want to see the traction like any other shareholder. Definitely, only we will create value, then we will see we'll create some revenue and profit. Then only the result will come. But simultaneously, we'll work with corporate governance and everything. We are already meeting the corporate governance now. It is only old quarter we have been discussing with the regulatory. We are good otherwise. Thanks for this opportunity. And I take this opportunity to thank all the board members who are patiently graced and as independent directors and whole-time directors. I know whose profile, each profile is very, very expensive, but they're connected to the cause, and this something tech solution has been given to a non-profit area. So I think that is motivated them to join with us, and our transparency from EQUIPPP that we would definitely do something good to elevate the association with us. So I'll take this opportunity to promise everyone that we will definitely be your vision and support. We will be always on par with our friendship will be remain same. Our intention is to bring large tech solutions to in the space of social impact space and maintain absolute transparency and corporate governance and stakeholder value. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the clarification. Chairman, over to you, sir.
Yeah, I am very happy that the management has answered all the questions. But if there are any unresolved or somebody could not, or any such questions that could be addressed to the company secretary, which will be through email, and they will be replying that. And all the items of business are also, as per the notice of the 30th AGM, have been considered. And yeah, I would take the necessary steps now to conclude this meeting on behalf of myself and the entire MD and the board of directors, and from the promoters and the other management personnel, including key management personnel. We thank all the shareholders for their continuous engagement and relationship. And I am sure, as the promoter has mentioned, all the management also will rise up to the occasion. The board will guide them. And as we see, there will be good days ahead. Once again, I wish you happy and prosperous New Year 2023.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, one and all. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Now we are concluding the meeting.
Yes, please conclude.